Alright guys, so I'm just going to make a quick little video detailing this car here. One of my regular maintenance clients, and we've got this stain here. Not 100% sure what it is, but we did take my, well, you can see it out there, my Tornador Classic. I've got super clean diluted 4-to-1 in it, and so you know, we just hit it for a second, then took our microfiber towel, tried to wipe it up. A little bit started to come off, but not a lot. So what I'm going to do is I've got my steamer here, and this is why, you know, the Tornador Classic, there's a lot of times that I'm able to use it instead of the steamer. And I can use the Classic for things that the steamer, you know, just can't do with the steamer. So don't get me wrong, I love having the Tornador Classic and I use it more than the steamer, but there's still situations where, you know, the steamer usually comes in handy. Now, I'm not 100% sure if the steamer is going to get this out, but we're going to try it and we're going to see if this is one of those situations where the steamer has got an advantage. So I've got my super clean diluted 4-to-1. No, I take it back. I'm sorry. This is 3-to-1. It's a little stronger this time because I mixed that up. I'm gonna do the tires with it on the outside. But so spray that on there. Let it sit for a second. Then take my steamer. This one here is one that you gotta see that water. It just blew out. You just got to spray, hold the trigger for a second, and let it spray out that water, and then you got your, you know, more dry steam. So take that. I've got this little brush attachment that I beat up pretty bad. It's really, I need to throw it away. But we're just gonna take and by the way, when you're using heat, like I sprayed that super clean on there, and then once you hit it with steam, it's gonna make that chemical more effective. Heat will do that. It'll, you know, it's chemistry. I'm not going to get into it all, but, you know, making the molecules move faster, you know, they just do more work, do better work. So that's why the steam should have an advantage over the Tornador, amongst a couple other reasons. So here we go. So I don't know if y'all can see that, probably not. Whatever this is, whatever it is, that steamer just ate it right up. With a little super clean, and the steam for just a few seconds. I mean, it got it off almost immediately. You know, I wish I would have showed taking the Tornador. Like I said, I didn't spend a whole lot of time sitting there fighting with it because it was just one of those things where it seemed like the steamer would just get it a whole lot faster instead of sitting there fighting with the Tornador. I could let Ryan continue to work on the rest of the car with the Tornador, and I'd get the steamer out and just take care of that and anything else. Now, this looks like paint to me. I guess while I'm at it, let's just see. I'm not sure. I want to say this was here before. I'm not sure if I got the steamer out and tried this, but situation like this, you might, if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. It's my new. I got this at Advanced Auto Parts, but it says on there that it's a nail brush, which is, you know, what it looks like, but it's like the perfect amount of you know, firmness, but yet soft. You know, the bristles are just right. They're not super stiff. I like using it to get in the seam. You know, if the Tornador, I use the Tornador to blow out the seams real quick. If there happens to be anything that's stuck in there, then I'll take this brush and get it. And then, you know, situations like maybe this here, get this wet again, like maybe this here, just take and agitate real quick. Sorry for the shaky camera. I promise, guys, if I get, if the channel gets more popular and more people, like what I'm doing, I'll look at getting an actual camera that I'll use just for YouTube videos and get a, stabilizer and all that. But as for now, I'm sorry, y'all gonna have to put up with my cell phone. All right, so we did a little agitation there. And like I said, this brush that's on the tip of the steamer, that's what it's supposed to be for, so you can agitate as you're steaming. But the attachments that came with this steamer, they're almost like a one-time use. If you use them kind of heavy. Or, well, I didn't even use it that heavy. Alright, so I guess this is either new or I didn't hit it with the steamer. I think that's what it was. Maybe I didn't get the steamer out last time. I hit it with the Tornador and it didn't come out. So, hitting it with the steamer. We'll just wipe it off real quick. Actually looks to me like I don't know if y'all can see this, but it looks like there's still, like it's chalky kind of in here. So let me see if I can just agitate this real quick. I wanted this to be a short little video, but about that one spot, just show you, the steamer having a little advantage over the Tornador, why it might be a good idea to have one. And I'll say this, guys, this is a cheap, $100 steamer that I got from Harbor Freight, and this is just my opinion. I would rather have the Tornador Classic, and then just this, a cheap steamer, maybe get you the McCulloch that it might be like $200, and if I had to buy another one, I probably would get that nicer McCulloch. It's nicer than this, but there's no way. I just can't justify, like $800, $900 for a VX5000. I'm sure it's nice, but I would have to be using that thing all day, every day to justify spending that amount of money on a tool. This thing, works just fine, as you can see, for, the majority of situations. Now, I'd love, if I knew somebody that had a VX5000, I'd love to play with one, and I'm sure it is better than these cheap steamers. I would sure hope so for the money, but I just can't see it being so much better. I'm gonna have to figure out what's going on here. I thought it was maybe that paint had just dried up to it before I wiped it off, but that's clearly not the issue. So, that might be a separate video, me showing y'all what this issue right here is. But, the main point was, this little stain up here. Just wanted to show you that the, even a cheap steamer like this can get the job done. So I definitely, like I said, if you hadn't already bought one, if you already got this, it works just fine. But that McCulloch that they make, I can't remember the model number, but it's a little bit bigger than this, and I think it's the one I'm talking about has an actual like pressure gauge on it. It might not be $200, but I think it's somewhere in that range, and I've heard good things about it. So I think that's all you would need, and then I'd recommend getting the Tornador Classic if you can get compressed air, and you don't have to have a big compressor to run it. Yeah, you can't run the Tornador non-stop with a smaller compressor, but you can get work done. So That's it for this video, guys. Guys, if y'all have any questions, I definitely encourage you to leave comments. I like to know what y'all think. If you have any suggestions on future videos, things y'all would like to see, let me know. So until the next one, y'all be good.